let's go take a look and see what the fuck's going on here. If there's a siege, we must be part of it. We want to make some money here. They're really struggling. I'm not quite certain. Oh shit, the garrison's sallying out. That means they're being attacked, almost certainly being attacked. We got to get our asses up there and help. This is Regea besieging Saniopa. Amazing. All right, let's go, Empress. No rescue this time. Maybe we can fight with her and help save these guys from whatever's attacking them. They're undoubtedly being attacked by a large force. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Fuck. 5, 6. There's at least 600 there. What do you think? Let's do this. We've got a good army, of course. Very heavy in archers. Do some last-second upgrades here. Recruit a couple prisoners. I would say 70% of our army is tier 5 and above. So we're not your normal early-stage army here. And Regea is in there. Where into? She's assaulting. Let's do this shit. And check out this fucking thing. Where's this shit? Look at this fucking piece of armor that dropped. This dropped from a minor clan battle. 90 against our 100. And this fucking beautiful piece of armor drops. So now we feel like a real lord here. Right, we're going to fight alongside the Empress. Sally. Oh shit. They're badly outnumbered. But, you know, the Empress is here. I guess we're still simping in this little side series, this little side practice session. It was like an hour ago we saved her ass at that last castle. What was that? That was at Sestadine. So they're dumping us in here, of course. My train of thought is interrupted. I've got to move all my units around. For some reason, these get reset. So give me half a second here, and then I'll try to tell you what we're going to do here. This is going to be another mercenary battle where we have 100 of the whatever 1,200 troops or 1,500 troops that are on the battlefield, and we're going to see if we can't sway the battle. Can't tell what our allies are doing. They're acting like they've got turrets again. Onward, forward, move back, move back. So we're going to start setting up defensive positions here. Of course, we've got 2 big archer groups. We've got 2 cav divisions and 1 strong infantry division with a lot of Asserai veteran infantry. So skirmishers, basically. Heavy-duty skirmishers. Let's protect this hillside here. Yeah, 765, and we still have the Battlesize mod running, right? So there's a massive force on the battlefield. Get the fuck out of here, Lord. The dude went fucking flying off his horse. These are all horse archers. These make a harder target. We'll let our archers work on those. What the fuck do we got going on here? A huge enemy force is what we got going on here. They've got infantry coming up. They're all growling at us already. And our allies are taking a very defensive posture, which means that we're going to be able to fight kind of our style of battle here. Got my 1st infantry division bandied up with the 2nd cav division here, and that'll provide a nice little wall here. If my javelins don't kill guys, they at least knock them on the ground. It's a pretty good effect. I'm not sure what perk that is, but it knocks the guys around. I'm going to start to shift our archers here. Their archers are up the top there in the center. We can start to cover the flank here. We're protected by the cav division over on this side, and we can have infantry that'll square and or hold a shield wall on our right. Now I just got to protect our left flank here. Got to push off. Oh shit, there's horses flying all over the place. Just got to protect this side over here, and we should be in good shape. Yeah, see, I keep knocking guys off their horse with javelins. I'll have to go see what perk that is. I honestly don't even know. So it's a mess. There's horses flying all over the place. Oh shit, their infantry vanguard is already here. So let's pull these horses. We're gaining levels. Let's pull these horses back. Fuck, they're driving right in on the allied forces. We're going to stick to the flank, though. We don't have enough infantry to challenge this, so we've just got to continue to use our ranged units. I can set up our skirmishers here in a line. Hopefully those guys can unleash hell. Now, I have held fire with them. I forgot to mention that in the heat of the moment. Of course, I can barely speak fast enough. Get the fuck out of here. Little jump throw action on that motherfucker. This cavalry in here really bothering me on our left flank. We can't have that. So I might even pull our infantry over here to help buckle those guys out of here. Plus, we're being fucking charged down. Fuck. Right, let's start getting to the edge of the corner here. If we have to, we will actually go over this ridge to abandon this position. If that enemy bores in on us, we will simply run. It won't be good because we'll be running into their archery fire, but better than into the meat cleaver of infantry there. Over there, at least we could protect ourselves with cav and infantry. Our archers right now have a beautiful position, and in some ways, half accidental, half intentional, as I engage my inner superhero here, we have formed a kill box with the allies. The allies are being very tentative. They're kind of up here with archers and a few infantry, which is optimal, right? This is almost like if I was in charge of them, if this was like one of you fellas playing and we were working together to try to assault this computer, this is pretty close to what I would have us do, right? We would separate our units into 3 or 4 points. Oh shit, get over the edge here. We're getting scorched by their archers. Of course, the Peekaboo Ridge, the reverse sloped climb, one of the huge advantages, of course, is your units are out of fire, right? Our guys are no longer... Kill this fucking flag guy, fucking insolent motherfucker, holding his flag up in our face. Their archers now can't shoot us. We can start to get our infantry spread out here and unleash a hail of javelins, and the enemy's really trapped here. If they charge the enemy, or our allied forces, they probably won't kite, but we will slam in behind them with infantry and cavalry. And of course, we'll be shooting them from the back the whole time. You know, if they attack us, we'll curl over this hill. But right now, they're really caught in between. No pun intended. I mean, you can hear the arrows going off to pull our infantry back here a little further. I don't actually want the enemy to charge us. I want them, if anything, charging our ally, right? They've got more infantry than us. We have literally like 18 infantrymen. So far, so good, though. We're going to have to use these infantry at some point. We're just not going to have enough arrows to kill all these troops. Look at this guy runs up and says, give way. Fuck you. Kill that guy. Whatever you do, fellas, don't help. Just have me do it all. Alright, let's see if we can't start improving some of our angles here on these archers. The other thing I can do is I can sweep around. Their archers are now actually pushing forward to get line of sight. Well, bad mistake, right? They're allowing us to turn their flank. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stretch this 5th Corps out with a block of infantry in front of it. Shields will protect us a little bit from ranged units. We can harass them a little bit with some cav over there. I will grab the other cav division and this 4th Archer Corps, right? We are going to slide this behind the enemy because a lot of those guys are crossbow or other archers that are out of ammo. Okay, the enemy's still in a big fishball here in the middle. There's a fuck ton of their troops. But they have horrible positioning. I mean, they are just in a maelstrom. You can hear how bad it is. Just guys fucking getting killed left and right. And it's about to get worse, right? It's time to move this 4th Corps in. In fact, let's get it down here in the valley where they have good line of sight because we're going to charge with them and the infantry division, especially since our allies charging. Now is the time, right? Let's get this 1st Division up here. Let's get our units pushed in on the enemy, and they'll be effectively collapsed on them. They're going to rout. There's no way they're going to be able to withstand this kind of assault. I mean, I think there's a huge amount of them. Yeah, look at, they're starting to retreat. These guys, archers, are trying to retreat. Yeah, guess who's behind you? Our archers. They're already set up. Give them hell. Right? These guys can now be told to bore in on them, charge. Anybody that doesn't have arrows is now going to become an infantryman, hammering them from behind. I'm still dragging a cav division. The 5th Corps, I got to get those guys repositioned because they can't shoot very well. I'm going to have to get a little closer here. And we have a giant scrum here as their forces aren't routing. I kind of thought they would, but they have a lot of troops. Let's get this 5th stretched out. God damn it. Let's get them spread out right here above them. They've got a few arrows left. Our 4th Corps is taking a beating as they're charging in, but they're also racking up kills. I mean, I can just see, oh shit, our horses fucking dropped. I'm in trouble. Although I have this elite armor piece, I kind of feel pretty safe. We got back here. You're dead, man. Oh, that's our guy. We got ourselves a horse here, a replacement horse. We can barrel right back in here. Fuck you guys. And we're just gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna go through 3 horses in this. This is gonna be like where Marshal Oudinot went through 5 horses at the fucking Beresina River. And I just looked up at the power bar. This fucking battle is over. Fuck yeah. Well, not only was that sort of precision destruction of the enemy, but that was fucking fun. How come we only get a third of the loot? I know we killed more than a third of the units. I don't understand that. We killed most of the units on the battlefield, it looks like. Of course, this guy's leveling up like crazy. Again, this is not the campaign for anybody watching this the first time and curious what the fuck's going on. Regea lived, at least. I mean, Tell me, fellas, after these 2 rescues, a foot massage, we give her a little foot massage here. Tell me we're not getting laid, right? I dare say we are. Literally damsel in distress. Look at this shit. We killed like 70 or 80% of the forces on the field, and for some reason we only get a third of the loot. So maybe there's a little corruption going on here, just like the fucking political system of every country in the world. I guess I'm not surprised. Look at how shitty her army did. They got 33 kills and had 150 troops mauled. So they were the meat shield here, and we were the saviors. A bunch more influence and renown and shit. But I think I'm actually going to stop this little side series here. I had a spare day where I had 5 hours to play. Nothing on the docket. The wife was at work. She'll be coming home later on, right, fellas? To a foot massage. And we will gather up. That seemed like every fucking noble from the Northern Empire. There was no Lucan or whatever. He wasn't there, but that was... I lost track how many nobles we just took prisoner. Of course, another huge amount of prisoners here. Main character's barely injured because of this armor. That's a good feeling for sure. A huge amount more loot. I mean, we're just absolutely rich. I mean, when we engaged at the battle at the Sestadheim castle there to save the Empress, I want to say we had 4,000 or 5,000 gold. We literally just won the lottery. You know, we have, I would guess we have 500,000 in loot or something like that. And of course we have 185,000. Our mercenary contracts going crazy. Yeah. I titled the other video. I just pushed that, published it. Hopefully that hits the airways in the next week or so. I titled that how to get rich, right, in 20 minutes, because that's how it feels like. Look at our fucking mercenary contract. That's insane. So maybe a little quick siege here, and we'll see if we can sell some of this loot. I'm gonna kind of blaze through this. Actually, maybe this is not worth your time. We got like a phalanx of spears. I don't know. Sometimes I'm never sure whether I should record stuff or not. Let's just go ahead and record this. This is the siege here of Saneopa after the rescue by the Queen, Ragea, and I. We are now plowing in here to try to... Well, not to try to. For sure, we're going to take this city. The garrison starved. And I think, well, actually, they sallied out, so they're not even starved anymore. They're dead. They're the worst kind of starved. We're going to blitz this far left side here. So when the garrison sallies out like that, they're all killed. The only thing that's left is militia, right? So whatever troops are inside here, these are all going to be militia. Maybe we can pound this guy with the javelin at range. Oh, I've got you dialed in, buddy. You're a dead man. A dead man, right in the leg, took his ass out. I want to get on top of these rocks for a better angle. But we're going to blitz this city, in part because I want to see how much loot we have, right? We're gonna sell this loot. This was an hour and a half of gameplay total from the middle of tier, clan tier 1 or clan tier 2. I don't remember how that works. But by being mercenaries and engaging in these 2 huge battles, the one you just saw and the previous episode, which was basically saving Ragea's bacon. She was under siege. We overwhelmed their force on playing as the defenders. Our allied forces really didn't have many forces left in that siege, and we were able to pull that one off. We got a huge amount of loot and renown and everything else from that. I mean, the loot was insane. We must have got 250,000 or 500,000 in loot in one battle. Of course, it was against like 2,000 Northern Empire fucks. Well, probably won't be incredible loot here. We're going to get a dirty sock and, a poorly fitted leather jerkin and whatnot, because this is militia. These poor fucks. I mean, in a way, your heart goes out to them. Of course, they're little digital pixels, little animatrons up there screaming. But these guys are trying to hold against the tide here in our elite army. I mean, good fucking luck, right? We're going to kick the fucking door down here out of our fucking way. Look at they're like, look at they're like half wavering. Yeah, I would waver too, dude. You don't want any of this. Gonna bring our units up here onto the wall quickly. This is probably of no benefit to most of the guys watching. In fact, I'm kind of playing this a little carelessly. Yeah, we're against militia here, and look at the power bar, right? This fucking battle is over. There's no challenge here. It might be messy here because we're not really taking this methodically. But after we take this city here, we're gonna cash in our loot. Actually, this is a good opportunity. You know, I don't know how much of the campaign we're going to show battles like this. I understand some people watching this are not going to watch the Asteroid campaign. It amazes me that hundreds of people want to watch a campaign playthrough with some of the sort of slower, drier parts like this, right? We are fighting 300 and something militia here to take this city, and victory is assured, right? I could literally sit down and eat a sandwich and we would still win. Now, I might get shot to death trying to fucking get these guys off this catapult. Let's see if I even survive this maelstrom. 1,000 militia arrows are hitting me. But this is a good spot for feedback, right? If you guys don't want to see lopsided sieges in the campaign, please bring it up here. I'm going to include it in this episode. This will probably, be episode 2 of transmuting militia and Imperials into gold, right? We're going to turn these guys into money, obviously through our mercenary contract, through loot, and then we're going to go to the same town of the village that we just ransacked the day before and tell them, hey, you want to buy any of this stuff? It's actually all your stuff, all your own stuff still, but do you guys want to buy it back? Because, we'll happily sell it to you. They're actually, charging us. This is very, very curious. These little militia are fighting it out to the last man. I tip my proverbial cap to these fucking guys here. They don't have any chance. It's a butchering. Of course, the AI just does, right? There's not a lot of logic here, and I think we can start to speed this episode to a conclusion. But like I said, use this as a good opportunity for feedback. This kind of battle exactly, where you're in a situation where it's obvious you're going to win. I could do this too, right? Maybe there's 3 options you guys can answer. I haven't made a lot of polls yet, but would you rather see these sped up like this? Would you rather see the whole siege? And I don't have an A, B, or C. Hopefully you fellas understand what I mean, right? Do you want to see it fast like this? Or do you want to see the whole siege auto-resolve or none of the above, right? Maybe you don't even want to see auto-resolve. It's a good spot for you fellas that are going to watch the Asteroid campaign to leave some feedback here as we wrap this city up here. Smash this militia, and we help our client here take this city. Of course, mercenaries were common in the medieval era. That's kind of the kind of thing I won't go into now. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk, we can have a discussion, as in you guys can correct me when I'm stupid, about some of the medieval components of mercenaries. Regea, she thanks us like she's never seen us before, even though we saved her ass 3 weeks ago. For sure, she would have been bent over and having a very hard time of it if the Southern Empire and Lucan captured her at Sestadame. Evidently, she treats us like a stranger still. All right, so let's see. Let's sell some of this high-end loot here. Almost all of this loot is from these 2 battles, right? I had a couple small battles. In fact, that one battle, it gave me that unbelievably nice piece of armor. I mean, I might not even get a nice piece of armor like that in the whole campaign, the whole Asteroid campaign. And here I get it in a little side practice run against them in a meaningless battle. I get the nicest possible armor. Legendary, whatever the fuck, tier 6. It's kind of unbelievable. Here's what we could do. They don't have any more gold, but that doesn't matter. Just for the sake of it, let's just say they had unlimited gold. How much loot did we get from these 2 battles? There you go. 677,000 gold and 267,000 in our proverbial wallets. What is that? 950? 940? 940,000 gold in 5 months of 5 weeks of mercing. And of course, our mercenary contract is through the roof. This is the way to get rich. Of course, I know there's plenty of guys out there smithing, and I've heard you can make $1 million in 6 weeks or some shit like that. This, to me, is a much more fun route. Smithing is really dry. Learn some tactics, right? Come back to the channel. Hopefully, we can help you be an awesome mercenary, and you too can get rich in a short period of time. almost clan tier 4 here as we move right along. All right, I'm going to wrap this episode up. Of course, you want to subscribe if you want to see more from our channel, more Bannerlord, more tactics, learn some more profanity. We will try to keep the profanity classy. We won't be attacking anybody except these fucking Southern Empire motherfuckers. But with all that said, fellas, please comment and like and all that stuff. I appreciate all of those little components that help the algorithm drive more future tacticians to the channel. I thank you fellas for your time and your patronage, and I will see you guys next time. Wait, maybe some of you guys are preferred. You're used to my little tagline at the end of it. I've like sort of gotten used to it. I will see you fellas next time.